We once fought with you downrange, but now we won't stand against you, because the people of Iraq and the people of Afghanistan deserve nothing less.
I think it's important people resist the occupations, the illegal occupations of Iraq and Afghanistan, and I think that it's important to do that in such a way as that it's the people themselves resisting it in a direct action, and not doing something like lobbying Congress or writing letters to congressmen or relying on politicians to do something which they've shown that they're not willing to do, which is end this war. We all need to start doing, actively opposing it ourselves. You know, I've been involved in activism here under the Hood for like a year or so.
Are you afraid? Have you ever been arrested before?
No, I've never been arrested before.
What are your concerns?
I don't know, I'm worried about having a criminal record, but I think it's worth it. It's something we need to do. We need to show politicians that if they're not going to end the wars, that the people are themselves going to start actively resisting it.
Because I think it's time that people do something about these wars. I don't feel like there's enough support for the wars in the American population, you know, but there aren't enough people actually getting out there and doing anything about it and trying to stop it. And I want to be one of the people that goes out there and says, you know, this is exactly what I think, this is how I feel about this, and I'm going to try and stop you from doing this any way I possibly can. I came out to Under the Hood. I've been here since June for 2 months, just organizing around Fort Hood and doing all the protests that we've done this summer, like the ones at the East Gate and the Colonel Allen banner that we made specifically for 3rd ACR. I just really want these soldiers to know that this is not something they have to do, because I know that if someone would have done this for me when I was in, I wouldn't have gone back a second time. I probably wouldn't have gone the first time if someone, you know, would have done this for me back in '06. So I really just want soldiers to know that there's support for them out there, that what they're feeling, if they're feeling like this is not what they need to do, and this is against their moral values, and if it's against their feelings, and they feel like this is not the right thing for them to do, we are there to support them. And that's what I want them to see.
War in our time always kills innocent civilians. It kills children, it kills women, and it destroys families both in the Middle East and here in the United States. The United States has always been predatory, it's always been violent. A country built on the land of slaughtered native people. It was built by slaves. The United States is always killing innocent people to take things that don't belong to them. I do not lend my consent to the actions of the United States government. I'm here today to say no more. A lot of us have just been talking and, you know, holding signs and chanting all that. That's great, but we decided that it's time that we move beyond that. And you know, what we're planning is totally non-violent, but it's definitely a sign to say that we've had enough, and that we can't trust the politicians, the capitalists, to end these wars because they make them more wealthy and consolidate their power. So if we want to see any change, we have to do that ourselves. They always say if you want something done right, do it yourself, right? That's what we're doing. Do it yourself.
You're gonna die for your government, die for your country, that's shit. You're gonna die for your government, die for your country.
One reporter, journalist, press.
Got ID?
Yes, sir.
See you, please.
My ID is in the car.
What media you got from?
I'm with rawstory.com. We're an international news and investigative journalism portal.
Okay. Matter of fact, you are. You can't be on a public roadway like this. This is a highway.
Yes, sir.
It's a
That's
safety
why I
hazard, man.
stepped over here, sir. Is that all right?
You take instructions from my commander over there.
Yes, sir.
What are you guys out here trying to film, man?
I'm just filming these activists. We heard that they were going to have a banner. They were engaging in some free speech, and we're just here to film and observe.
Can you come down here for me, please? Thank you.
Go ahead.
All right.
Sir, I'm going to need you to shut that camera off.
Rawstory.com.
Him.
Yes, sir.
Do you feel like your journalistic endeavors are being hampered right now?
Oh, yeah.
Well, he's not shining the light on me at the moment, but
Yeah.
he'll probably go back to doing that.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
yes, obviously.
Right.
Who owns the vehicles back there? Who owns the first vehicle and the last vehicle?
Oh God, I can't get over this.
I own the first one.
You own the first one?
Yeah.
Someone own the last one over here?
Put your hand or something.
I see about 4 vehicles over there.
Try to get
Do they need to move their
You own the last
cars,
one?
or-
I just think it would be smart for your safety to put the full-weight halves on.
Yeah.
Okay, people should go do that.
What does the sign say? What's the message?
Sign says, tell the brass
To kiss my ass, your family needs you
your
more.
family needs you more.
Backing up.
Well,
Stand over there.
hey, what's that? That's one more regiment off to commit a war crime. This is an illegal occupation. We are here as veterans of the Army, the Marine Corps, military family members, supporters. These wars will not stand. You will not continue deploying to kill innocent civilians on our watch. We once fought with you. We once fought with you downrange, but now we will stand against you because the people of Iraq and the people of Afghanistan deserve nothing less. Our own soldiers deserve nothing less. This regiment is deploying wounded warriors. That is a crime in and of itself. Our soldiers deserve more than this. We will not tolerate endless war. We will not tolerate these crimes any longer. There is a movement in this town, and it will not stop until these wars are over.
You're gonna die, gonna die for your government, die for your country like shit.
You're gonna die for your government, die for your government like shit. You're gonna die for your government, die for your country like shit.
You're gonna die for your government, die for your country like shit. You're gonna die for your government, die for your country like shit.
You're gonna die for your government, die for your government like shit.
You're gonna die for your government, die for your country like shit. You're gonna die for your government, die for your country like shit.
There's a movement in this town. These deployments will continue happening, and we will continue blocking them. You will have to be out here for every single deployment on maximum security because we will not let this stand.
We will not leave. We will be here every time you do this.
This is a crime against humanity. Every time you deploy Fort Hood, the movement will be here. We are now taking direct action against individuals carrying out illegal orders. This movement is on the rise, and you better be ready for us. Every single time. We have been there. We have shed our blood. We have shed our tears, and we have come back ready to do what it takes.
I shed my blood in Iraq for all these lives and to come back and be thrown around. There's no freedom here. All power to the people.
From New York to Greece, fuck the police!
From New York to Greece.
Fuck the police!
In the wars in Iraq and Afghanistan, U.S. bases out of everywhere!
Die for your country, that shit.